In a high-stakes phone call that could shape the future of the Middle East, President Biden urged Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to agree to an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, emphasizing the urgent need to halt the escalating violence. This plea comes amidst a dire humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where countless civilians are suffering. The ongoing negotiations involve key players such as the United States, Egypt, and Qatar, all striving to find a peaceful resolution. During the call, Biden stressed the importance of swiftly resolving the conflict and securing the release of hostages held by Hamas. He highlighted the urgency of the situation, noting that every passing day without a ceasefire only deepens the humanitarian crisis. He pointed out significant regional changes, such as the recent ceasefire in Lebanon and the weakening of Iran's influence, which he believes calls for a new, more diplomatic approach to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Biden argued that these changes present a unique opportunity to foster lasting peace in the region. Despite Biden's push for peace, Netanyahu remains firm in his stance. He insists that Israel will continue its military operations until Hamas is fully defeated, viewing a premature ceasefire as a potential risk to Israel's security. Netanyahu believes that halting military actions now would only embolden Hamas and other militant groups. Netanyahu did, however, express gratitude for the unwavering support from the United States, acknowledging the critical role the U.S. has played in supporting Israel's security and diplomatic efforts. The Biden administration has been tirelessly working to broker a deal for the past year, with efforts focused on exchanging hostages for a ceasefire. These negotiations have involved countless hours of diplomatic discussions and strategic planning. Yet, despite these efforts, negotiations have hit a stalemate. The complex dynamics and deep-seated mistrust between the parties have made it difficult to reach a consensus. Hamas demands a complete withdrawal of Israeli forces from Gaza and an end to the fighting as preconditions for releasing hostages. They argue that only a full withdrawal will ensure the safety and freedom of the hostages. On the other hand, Netanyahu's commitment to a complete victory over Hamas remains unshaken. He believes that only by defeating Hamas can Israel ensure long-term security and stability. This deadlock has exacerbated the violence and worsened the humanitarian situation in Gaza. The ongoing conflict has led to significant loss of life and widespread destruction, leaving many without basic necessities. International pressure is mounting for both sides to reach an agreement and allow humanitarian aid to reach those in need. Global leaders and organizations are calling for an immediate ceasefire to prevent further suffering. While Biden and Netanyahu have differing views on the ceasefire, they agreed to keep communication channels open. Both leaders recognize the importance of ongoing dialogue in finding a path to peace. The international community remains hopeful for a breakthrough that could end the violence and lead to a lasting resolution to the conflict. Diplomatic efforts continue, with many believing that a peaceful solution is still within reach. Will Biden's efforts lead to a ceasefire, or will Netanyahu's stance prevail? The outcome of this high-stakes negotiation remains uncertain, but the world watches closely, hoping for peace. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions and insights are valuable as we navigate this complex issue. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this developing story. Stay informed with the latest news and analysis. Click here to watch more on this topic. We have in-depth coverage and expert opinions to help you understand the situation better. And don't forget to subscribe for the latest news. Stay connected and be the first to know about important updates.